Hello everyone, this is Revathi working as an assistant professor in the Department of Information Technology from SNS College of Engineering, Coimbatore. In my today lecture series, we are going to see about small case study on OSI reference model by our student. Let us see their activities. Thank you.
In this case study, we are going to see about OSI layer. OSI, Open System Interconnection. It explains the transmission of data between the computers. It consists of 7 layers: physical layer, data link layer, network layer, transport layer, session layer, presentation layer, application layer.
Physical layer. The main functionality of the physical layer is to transmit the individual bits from one node to another node. It is the lowest layer of the OSI model. It establishes maintenance and deactivates the physical connection. It specifies the mechanical, electrical, and network inference specifications. Functions of a physical layer. Line configuration. It defines the way how two or more devices can be connected physically. Data transmission. It defines the transmission mode, whether it is a simplex, half duplex, or full duplex, two devices of the network. Topology. It defines the way how two network devices are arranged. Signals. It determines the type of the signals used for transmission the information.
Session layer. It is a third layer in the OSI model. The session layer is used to establish, maintain, and synchronizes the interaction between communication systems. Functions of session layer. Dialogue control. Session layer acts as a dialogue control that creates a dialogue between two processors. It allows the communication between two processes, which can be either half duplex or full duplex. Synchronization. Session layer adds some checkpoints when transmitting the data in a sequence. Synchronization. Session layer adds some checkpoints when transmitting the data in a sequence. If some error occurs in the middle of the transmission of data, then the transmission will take place again from the checkpoint. This is known as synchronization and recovery.
Application layer. An application layer serves as a window for users and application processes to access network service, and it handles issues such as network transparency, resource allocation, etc. An application layer is not an application, but it performs the application layer function. This layer provides the network services to the end user. Functions of application layer. File transfer, access and management FTAM. An application layer allows an user to access the files in a remote computer, to retrieve the files from a computer, and to manage the files in a remote computer. Mail services. An application layer provides the facility for email forwarding and storage. Directory services. An application provides the distributed database sources and is used to provide the global information and various objects.
Network layers. It is a layer 3 that manages device addressing, tracks the location of devices on the network. It determines the best path to move data from source to destination based on network conditions, the priority of service, and the other factors. The data link layer is responsible for routing and forwarding the packets. Routers are layer 3 devices that are specified in this layer and used to provide routing services within an internetwork. The protocols used to route the network traffic are known as network layer protocols. Examples of protocols are IP and IPv6. Functions of network layer. Internetworking. And internetworking is the main responsibility of the network layer. It provides a logical connection between different devices. Addressing. A network layer adds the source and destination address to the header of the frame. Addressing is used to identify the device on the internet. Routing. Routing is the major component of the network layer, and it determines the best optimal path out of the multiple paths to the source to the destination. Packetizing. A network layer receives the packets from the upper layer and converts them into packets. This process is known as packetizing. It is achieved by Internet Protocol.
Presentation layer. The presentation layer is mainly concerned with the syntax and semiotics of the information of exchange between the two systems. It acts as data transfer for a network. This layer is a part of operating system that converts the data from one of presentation format to another format. The presentation layer is also known as syntax layer.
Translation. The processing two system exchange the information in the form of characters, strings, number, and so the different computer and different encoding methods. Encryption. Encryption is needed to maintain privacy. Compression. Data compression is a process of compression the data.
Transport layer. The transport layer is a layer for ensures that messages are transmitted in the order in which they are sent and they are received. The main responsibility of the transport layer is to transfer the data completely. Two protocols are used in this layer: transmission control protocol, user datagram protocol.
Data link layer. This layer is responsible for error-free transfer of data frames. It defines the format of the data in the network. It provides a reliable and efficient communication between many devices. It is mainly responsible for the unique identification of the device in a local network. It contains two sub-layers. First one is logic unit control layer and media access control layer.